hands. He couldn't have asked for any more.
Straight draw shot and a simple stop shot here. Oh, play to the cushion out again if he wants to play it that way, but he doesn't need to. Into the cush and out to put the 9 in the same pocket, and to put Efren one rack away from defeat.
8-7, Nick Vandenberg over Efren Reyes. He trailed 7-4. He's won the last 4 racks. And Vandenberg on the cusp of an enormous upset.
Welcome back to Top Drama at the World Pool Championship. El Nino, the young Dutchman, Nick Vandenberg, is on the brink of a sensation. He leads 8-7 against the greatest player, one of the greatest players the world's ever seen, Efren Reyes. And he is at the table to break, is the young Dutchman. In the next couple of minutes, if the balls fall nicely from the break, we could see the exit of the magician and the continuance of the sorcerer's apprentice. A slaughterous break. Hasn't got a shot on the blue too.
I think he does, Sid. I think he's got a shot on the 2. Everything there. The table is set. Very close, but I think he can just get through to the 2.
Yep, that shot shows clearly Efren Reyes. This was your life. Moment of destiny for a young man who started playing when he was 13. Third in the European Junior Championships at the age of 15. At the age of 22, picked for the European team in the Mosconi Cup, the Crack 6. The Dutch crowd are finger biting and hoping. The Filipinos in the front row are hoping he miscues some of this lot, and Efren Reyes, how often do we say, can only hope.
He just wants a chance, does Reyes, but can Vandenberg hold himself together? His nerves must be just doing a tango inside right now. Not hard enough, a little short of ideal position. But if he gets this, the natural angle is going to swing it around 2 angles, and Alex Lely, can he pull his countryman through to the last 16 to join him?
Well, we can commentate on physical facts, but not on telepathy. But I think he'll be doing everything he can. The Dutch fans absolutely eyes pierced on those balls. In the t-shirt, near the explosion of orange hair, is Niels Feyen. And they're all on the edge of their tenterhooks, hoping and praying that young Superclub can just tap dance through these to victory.
The man sat opposite is on most of the players' profile sheet as their favorite.
This a very tricky little shot. It's about a 33% of the ball hit. You've got 2 guiders, the 9 and the orange, and you want to go to the heart of the pocket.
Jeez, I'm surprised the way he played that, Sid.
You didn't want that bump into the 9.
It looked very much to me like all he had to do was run through. That cue ball must have been going towards the corner pocket. The way that Nick played that, that has to be the only answer. But a lifeline for Reyes.
So he had to apply spin to keep it out of the pocket, and so it altered the line and put him in this awful position in what should have been an easy pot on the orange.
He's got a chance at a bank here. He can see enough of this.
Keep your eyes on the right-hand middle bag, the opposite middle bag, and keep your eye now on the long orange shot. Reyes, a lifeline. Ooh. What might be a lifeline to some is the sort of lifeline that Tarzan swings on going, oh, could well be. could well be a level game coming up very soon as we see the expression that says, I blew it.
My commentator's lost it. Now he thinks he's Tarzan. Reyes looking to become Houdini.
This is thin. This is tooth and a clipper comfort.
This has to go in for Efren. And it has. 8-8 with Reyes to break.
Sure as eggs, this is in, and we're in for one of the greatest ever racks you're ever gonna see. We're both on the hill. Who's gonna play Jack and Jill and tumble down? And who will stand king of the castle? We'll know in one rack.
Nick Vandenberg had it in his sights. A bad positional shot from the 4 to the 5 cost him the match. Everything was there. Will certainly cost him the first look at it. The match not lost yet.
Had to put side spin heavily on the white to keep it out of going in off. And in doing that, left himself with a dodgy bank. The magician. What spells will he need to bring out? Iron Newt. Ash of Dutchman, possibly in the pot.
Well, Efren
Final rack.
will break.
Efren Reyes to break.
The one thing that has deserted him in this match is the break. Will it come to his aid when he needs it most?
Deciding rack. The magician. The man who, as Jim said, on every biog, about 80% of them say, greatest player you've ever seen or want to be like, Efren Reyes.
Nothing down, but no shot on the 1.
Normally the head scratch is followed by a wincy smile. No, aha! Can still smile, given the tension here. On the verge of going out. If the young Dutchman can kindle some kind of magic fire from a non-obvious lay.
You know, I know that Nick has all the Dutch supporters behind him, but there's probably about 28, 29 players that are hoping for Vandenberg for different reasons.
Well, like the old saying, when the cat's away, the house smells better. If they get Reyes out of this, the pickings are up for grabs.
Didn't get that cue ball behind the color as he would have liked. No man has embraced pressure more or with more success than has Efren Reyes.
Does he start with the table and bank?
No, he'll be doing nothing like that here, Sid. This is going to be trying to get that cue ball in behind one of those colors. That's too thick, that hit.
But has it? Ooh, nearly right. Well, here we go. Great chance for the young Dutchman to clear through these. First shot into the middle box a bit tricky. Is that where we aim it?
It's not easy. He's bridging right over the 4 ball. And I think he's going to have to play this into the corner pocket, Sid. It'll avail position to the 2 if he gets it. And he's just showing you up over the 4, follow through to the center of the table for the 2. Once again, the chance materializes for Vandenberg. Why so hard?
Well, oh, you lucky Dutch boy. That was nearly enough for it.
He's got to be fighting it. All he had to do was roll that and get the cue ball into the center of the table. The line that he had, I just don't know why. He played the speed that he did. Look at Efren.
Out of the chair in anticipation, thought the white was down.
Willing the cue ball to follow the 1.
Was he ever? What a climax to this match. A marathon game. Both have made mistakes. Deciding set of balls on the table. Not only the balls rolling. Lady looks dice rolling.
Needs angle here, Sid. And he doesn't have enough. He's not going to be able to get position to the 4 from here. He needed that cue ball somewhere in the middle. Very little angle, and I really can't see him getting that cue ball in an area to be able to attack the 4. This is where experience and composure, having handled situations like this, come into play. Vandenberg has to take what the table gives him and not try and force it.
He's only 23, but he's got oodles of experience in the top echelon.
He can draw back to where he's just shown you on the other side of that side pocket, but it's going to be a real difficult 4 that he looks at.
Next 16 feet or so of movement on this pitch going to be crucial.
That was the problem, Sid. The position just wasn't there. And now he's left himself in trouble. If he can't see this 4,
Reyes
he's in big trouble.
Prowling.
Reyes can't wait.
Knows the chances are bubbling up of a return to the pitch.
Efren saw where that cue ball finished before Nick Vandenberg did. And have a look at it.
Fantastic climax to the match. Fantastic climax. 23-year-old El Nino was never at more than 4-8. They both made terrible mistakes.
Over 2 hours they've been in play here on the main table. And the outcome still in the balance.
Good enough to handle all the pressure the Strickland-led Yanks could throw at him in the Mosconi Cup with Ortman and Davis and Suke and company. Will not be led down by temperament. Shouldn't be led down by technique. But he knows that the man against him has got probably the greatest ever pool brain in the history of the game. And he can't give him an inch. That is not an inch. That is a country mile of a chance.
They're applauding, but you know where that applause is coming from? All the Filipinos in attendance. Because he's just left Efren Reyes the one chance the magician needed.
Abra, Ka, Dabra on pink. Next, well, this is, just need black magic for this. Straight white magic will do here. Doddle.
The intimidation factor could have played one of the cards in this one.
Hit them clean and through for $60,000 when he won the world title here in '99. He hit them straight and through a couple of years after for $165,000, also against a Dutchman in the Tokyo Classic. He's hitting them here to get in the last 16, and there's a lot of vibe in here from other players hoping that he makes a mess of these 3.
He knows he should have won this match, Sid.
Exactly.
He had more chances than he needed to win it. That's not ideal, but it's still, the balls are so nicely placed for Efren. He's just, look at him, he's just not right. But that smile is probably just to alleviate some of the pressure that he has to be feeling.
Staying his heart, going boom, buddy, bubba, boom. Into the cushion early. Leaves the 9. So, to put the end to a thriller.
Survive.